With today's added economical pressures and demands, the rise of data and digital solutions is ever growing on a mass scale. Finding new ways to innovate and increase capacity to meet today's challenges is essential for business growth. Let's take a look. We are all gaining speed like a freight train through the fourth industrial revolution. It goes beyond simple device connectivity to being a device connected to the Internet of everything. We know how important real time is. But where do we go from there? Leveling up, which in turn will help drive your operations to the next level. We have been heavily investing in products to help digitize and help you cut free from legacy systems to achieve your next system goals. We are seeing mobile solutions accelerate, but not just replacing a like-for-like system, but we find updating the system means that you're able to take on new challenges that improve efficiencies and drive increased productivity. Always asking ourselves, what else can these mobile solutions do? Here, we're going to see an example. So, using a clipboard and paper, or keeping hold of carbon copies, these do result in errors. Some of these come with unforeseen consequences that you may not be aware of. For example, pharmaceutical companies, the thought of recording the wrong test results, measurements, or even mixing up drugs can jeopardize months' worth of results. The automotive industry relies heavily on quality control because the implications of these failures are just not worth thinking about. Testing each stage of the production process with a diagnostic tool on a mobile device means that we know when a part is correctly fitted, calibrated, software updated, and it passes elements of the safety checks. These are all highly important. Next, we can see a legacy system. So, we know legacy systems can be slow and cumbersome, but there's also a lot of costs that are hidden behind these legacy systems. These systems are not supported anymore. Repairs are costly. They're difficult to train staff. A lot of them are proprietary. And that time ultimately costs our customers money. So a more updated system with either the latest Android or latest Windows can help reduce the training times and also give greater future efficiencies and opportunity. These new systems can drive new productivity as your business expands with it. Let's talk about the challenges faced when in a manufacturing environment. These need to be considered. Loud environments, all that equipment running at the same time. Sometimes you can't hear yourself think. And operators need to be able to hear when a barcode's scanned an item and it's been confirmed. They need to know when a job task is finished so they can move on to the next one. They need to be electromagnetic compliant. They need to be rugged for those environments. As we know, drops happen. Our devices are tested beyond the standard drop tests. Understanding that mobile solutions need to be cleaned daily, especially in today's world with what's happened in the last few years. We can test against your cleaning chemicals to make sure that they can resist them. We employ you to contact us so that we can do a test certification against them. Using gloves. There's a whole different type of glove list out there, from rubber gloves, industrial gloves, to medical gloves. Screen technology needs to be able to adapt to this. Long shifts. bad connectivity, all of these affect your operations. We combat these by having the best-in-class battery, a standard and extended option. These batteries contain Panasonic cells, which make them more lightweight and more powerful. That means you can rely on these batteries in those long shifts and dual shifts. Connectivity. We have our own testing facility out in Japan, where we test Wi-Fi and cellular connectivity, making sure you have the best-in-class performance. Long-term support. We support the latest Android and Windows options. We're completely agnostic. We make sure that you're supported and your business has the security patches it needs. We do this every 45 days. Our products are supported for 5 years once they go end of life, giving you a greater ROI. Our devices have gadget port options, which means that you can connect legacy ports that will connect to some of your established legacy systems that are too costly to change. Usability within our devices. Our devices are designed with your environments and your operations at the heart of what we do. Ruggedness. Our devices are tested beyond multiple drops and tumble tests. We've even sent some of our devices to space. You can see these videos on YouTube, or even Dan Greasy, our marketing manager's LinkedIn page. EMC compliant, meaning that you're getting the best-in-class all-round device. This red paperclip is being used in an area where I wouldn't use it. I use paperclip on a clipboard, putting papers together, not as a join-in mechanism for your chain in your manufacturing process. We recognise you are spending millions on highly complex manufacturing systems for a multitude of production processes. Highly critical systems rely heavily on mobile solutions to work. They use mobile devices to interface with machinery, a terminal interface, or to complete checks on an assembly checkpoint for quality as well as maintenance. At Toughbook, we understand the importance of these systems. We believe it's important that Panasonic Toughbook is just as good and can be relied upon in these environments. The chain is as strong as its weakest link. If you have a device already with limited capabilities, subpar performance, high failure rates, out-of-date operating systems, these will have an overwhelming impact on your manufacturing systems. You've invested heavily in these systems and rely heavily on them. So you need to be able to trust in your mobile device to deliver. So what does this all mean? Overall, less downtime, more processing power, increased efficiencies, decreased costs, and fewer mistakes. So that's all for today from me. It's been a privilege to present to you. I thank you for taking the time to attend, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the Manufacturing Innovation Forum. Thank you.
Hello, Mike. Thank you so much for that session. Interesting stuff you've got there.
Hey, Natalie, you're right. Yeah, no, it's great.
I actually already have a question in from the audience for you. My first question is, how are the Toughbook devices tested specifically for a manufacturing environment?
Okay, nice. It's a great question. Every product that we sell, for example, for our manufacturing customers, we also use in our own manufacturing plants because we want to use the best technology for our operations, right. And the testing process is at the heart of everything we do. We have some of the best testing facilities in the world. We don't just do the standard test, the standard drops just to get the certificate. We test every factor of our products multiple times using the same device as well. So we basically keep testing the device until there's pretty much nothing left. We make sure we test all the drops, connectivity, battery strain, heat resistance, and many, many more. So we really put the devices through its paces to make sure we have, the best in class performance and reliability.
All right. Well, thank you. A second item that the audience was wondering is, you were mentioning pharma customers, automotive customers in your presentation. What other manufacturing industries are you active in?
So there's many. I mean, we mentioned obviously pharmaceutical, automotive, but there's food, beverage production, there's industrial from a machinery standpoint, through textile manufacturing as well. Yeah. Excuse me. But having a rugged product with ultimate performance, it just means that it doesn't let our customers down. Because when you have that production process, as soon as it stops, it costs money. So we make sure that we have a product that you're not kind of, if it fails, it's not going to put you in a position where it's ultimately going to cost you money. So having that performance, that device that you can really depend upon in your production, and it means it's built for those environments in mind as well. So, and it gives you that greater ROI over time.